2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Champions Invitational. Today's coverage is about to start. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm looking forward to striding the fairways with this week's featured groups. There's a sense of heightened competition this week because the player in question has mentioned that he is starting up a rivalry with his playing partner.
Henny, it sounds like they're trying to beat Will Zalatoris. Are you sure?
Absolutely, Luke. Will Zalatoris is a player of the future. When we talk about young players who are confident and have every single attribute that you could possibly want for, Will Zalatoris comes to mind, and that's not someone that I would want to be going up against if it was me.
Yeah, well, looks can be deceiving, can't they? While he might remind you of Happy Gilmore's caddy, this player is one to beat. And good luck in this rivalry because you're going to need it. It's like that ball had a magnet in it for the bunker. Oh, that's unlucky. A buried lie in the bunker. Doesn't get much harder. That's the right option. Put it back in play. Getting ready to play their third.
Back into the wind. They need to flight this one down.
Needs this one to kick right. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. And he needs this to save par. Okay, steady now. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This will be a good bogey. Yep, tracking well.
And down she goes.
Just the thing they didn't want to have happen. An opening bogey. Hopefully that does not set the tone for the rest of the day.
Currently at +1 for the tournament. And now let's catch up with John McCarthy for an on-course report. What can we expect from Echo Park Golf Club this week, John?
Well, Luke, one thing I can say about this after walking the course this morning, it's a long one. So distance off the tee, especially important here at Echo Park. The course starts off along the big lake. There are a few holes that hug the edge of this lake, not unlike a Bay Hill, but here you get hit with it right off the start. And when you get away from the water, you get hit with the sand on the 6th. There is a thin corridor of fairway that leads to the green that weaves its way through. I think there's 5-6 bunkers leading up to and surrounding the 6th green. And from there on out, the players are going to be on the watch for the sand because it's sneaky and it's hard to avoid in certain situations. It's going to be an exciting time here, I think, this week at Echo Park.
And here we are with the third shot. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole. Ouch, that hurts. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Well played.
This tour player is just streets ahead now.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Teeing off here at the third hole. Handy effort, that one. Should find the green here. Yeah, nicely played. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
Ooh, right by the hole. A par putt on the table. And there it is. Sitting at 1 over for the day. Here we are at Echo Park Golf Club, the fourth hole, and it's a big brute of a par 4.
Off the tee, your eyes look down the left-hand side and see two massive bunkers and obviously the water, so anything right of that is just fine. If you find the fairway, second shot is downhill just a little bit to a long, narrow green that has got bunkers down the right-hand side. Distance control with that second shot is absolutely imperative if they want to have a good look at birdie.
Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Playing from 110 yards out. 3 strokes off the lead. Choosing the 9-iron here. Come on, get down. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. And this putt to move into the top 5. Oh, that's frustrating. And this putt coming up for his par.
And this putt to draw even with Will Zalatoris.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently in 5th place.
Yeah, fair effort. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. We find ourselves on a par 3 here. Opting for the 9-iron. This one needs to kick left. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Big chance here. That was a gallant attempt. Let's return to live play now. Good opportunity coming up to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard. This one's tracking. And that's a master stroke. It not only improves their position in the field, but they're now ahead of their rival. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Here we are at the 6th hole.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
That should find the bunker. And that's the line in the sand. Oh, almost went in. And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd place. Wow. That's classy. Good save from there.
Yeah, in the bunker, off the tee, great recovery.
Currently 1 under for the event. We have a par 5 here. Time to take advantage. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
This is down breeze, so it's going to be tough to stop it on this green.
Going with the 5-wood. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
I tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game, a bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
Oh, that one just missed the hole. Okay, let's get back to the action. And this putt to move into 1st place. That wasn't your best effort, was it? And this putt to move into a tie for first place. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? A par putt awaits. It never feels nice. A 3-putt par here. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Time to play one of the one-shotters. Opting for the 5-iron. This is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
The old-fashioned hammer hands. That'll ruin any putter's stats. What's in front of them, Henny?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
This is a good chance. For the par. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, what a ripper from long range.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
And as we head to the next, it's Xander Schauffele in first place. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. That's tidy. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Not a bad play, that one.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt. Just didn't drop. 9 feet to the cup. Ooh. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Rich, this player's just a few shots back with the last 9 to play. Did you prefer to be the greyhound or the bunny?
I want to be the greyhound. I'm sprinting away if I possibly can. This player's 3 back. They need to start sprinting.
Trying to forget the bogey on the last as they step onto the tee. A chance to go under par here if he can just keep the bogeys off the card. Oh, well done. Even for the day, in a share of 9th position. Yeah, good aggressive play and almost rewarded by finding the green.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
So much easier when you roll like that, isn't it?
Love watching this player around the greens.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Here's Will Zalatoris. Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
Saving one there after being all over the parking lot, chipping in for the par.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 11th at Echo Park is a par 4 stretching at 430 from the back tees.
Just a slight bit uphill off the tee shot. Find a spot at that far bunker, Luke, that you want to aim at and go ahead and turn it loose. From there, second shot goes over a nice little meandering stream that wanders throughout the golf course to a green, clover-like in appearance, but I gotta say, this is really one of the coolest holes on the golf course. I love it.
And he's down there.
Our wind's just going to knock the ball down. It's straight at the back.
Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich.
The wind was howling, but that didn't matter.
Lovely moment here. Good opportunity to move into a tie for third. And down it goes. So that's back-to-back birdies. To the top 5 he goes. Just one off the lead after that hole.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Let's head to the 12th hole, shall we? Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
Well, that's an impressive little chip.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Oh, you've made it. What a play. It's time to check on the leaderboard. Well, the 13th hole here at Echo Park Golf Club is not as kind. A big hole at 504 from the tips.
Well, thankfully, it's slightly downhill off the tee, but yes, avoid those bunkers down the right-hand side, and of course, that meandering brook that is a feature of this golf course. Big hitters can actually take it over everything down that right-hand side, but that's for the brave few. Second shot, downhill slightly to a massive green. Just some big bunkers on the left-hand side, but plenty of bailout room over to the right.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Opting for the 6-iron. And he's hit that inside the range.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a two-putt here is still good.
Setting up here with a very long putt.
This is their look at birdie.
Okay, steady now. No, that's too bad. In she goes. Let's head to the next. He's currently tied for fourth. Teeing off now on the 14th hole.
Oh, look at that. You don't want that ball back.
Might get caught up in the brush here. That's not what he had hoped for, I'm pretty sure of that. Sitting at 2 under. Currently tied for fourth place. That got caught up in a few of the branches. Getting ready to play their third.
The breeze is moving left to right up there.
Going with the hybrid.
Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Wow, what happened there?
Distance control not easy when you're coming out of the rough.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Great touch.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Get in. Oh, what a shame it didn't drop, but that looked good the whole way. And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Trying to shake off the bogey on the last hole as they step onto this tee. Nicely done. playing from around 160 yards. Just 2 shots behind. That didn't look like their best swing to me. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Let's take a look at Will Zalatoris. Great shot. Let's get back to it, shall we? Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
You know, Luke, I've heard this metaphor before. Every once in a while, a blind squirrel finds an acorn. I believe that rings true in this scenario.
Ouch, that hurts. Well, that's a bit disappointing. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for bogey.
Back-to-back bogeys is never nice, but in she goes.
And with those back-to-back bogeys, that drops them well back of the leaders. This is going to be an unfortunate finish.
And that ensures that he's back to even par now.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Let's see what happens here at the 16th. Well, it looks like it's too much club on this one. That's not the outcome they were after.
Looking at the caddy, a bit too much club there.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
Oh my, how about that for a par?
Tough bunker shot, no bother whatsoever for this player. They find the bottom of the cup.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? A chance to save the par if he can make this one. It was on a good line. A bogey putt awaits. And down it goes. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. Now at the 17th hole. Sitting at +1. Okay, step one complete, out of the bunker. Now let's go make a putt. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
They've got this to get ahead of Will Zalatoris and leave him in their dust trail. Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
And he'll be proud of that one. Good way to bounce back from the bogey at the last. And that'll move him to even par for the tournament.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Well, it's come down to this, the final hole. Welcome to the 18th. Well, Rich, I'm being honest, this lie is putrid. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Bit disappointing, that one. Henny, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the second cut.
Well struck. Well, this putt will be a good one to hold for a round of 71. Oh, so close. Putting for a par now. And that wraps up proceedings in this one. Henny, I'm starting to really appreciate the magic in these rivalries. While they can't walk away with a victory in the tournament proper, they get to lay claim to beating some real stars of the PGA. And what about this victory over young Will Zalatoris?
Luke, Will Zalatoris isn't one of those players that gets beaten. This just doesn't happen. He is a player of the future, a young gun that usually comes out firing on all four cylinders. He didn't today, and this player took advantage, and they will use that to propel them forward in the next event.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.